This conference will now be recorded.
All right, welcome to webinar on Bluebeam Studio. So we're going to go through today the two different parts of studios. We've got studio projects and studio sessions, how to set up a project, what you can do in one, and then how to set up a session, and also what you can do in a session. First of all, I just want to explain the difference between the two. So studio projects is basically a cloud-based document management system. Quite basic in the way of document management, but it allows you to access files from anywhere you need to, keeps everything in one place, you can control revisions and that kind of stuff. Have unlimited people come into a studio project, upload an unlimited amount of files, supports any file format, not just PDF. The files can be as big as you need them to be. Unlimited space we can use. You can manage the access rights for attendees. You can also sort of manage the revision history and store and view old revisions. You get notifications about file and user activity, and you can get alerts. And the good thing about it as well is not all attendees need a license of review. So same with studio projects and studio sessions. Whoever sets up a project or session will need a license, but anyone can join into them whether they have a license or not. So with studio sessions, now we're looking at more of what our collaboration sort of stuff. So this is only for PDFs, so we can mark up live across from any place in the country in the cloud. Everything being tracked, and we can see what's happening. We have up to 500 attendees join into a session. Up to 5,000 files can go into it. Each file can be a gigabyte each. Can use as much space as you need. Again, the attendee rights can be managed. So yeah, that's the difference between the two. First of all, to go into Bluebeam Studio, this little icon that looks like a house with a door on it. First thing you've got to do is either create an account if you haven't got one, or if you do have one, just sign in. So bear with me for a second while I just sign into this. So if you have already got an account for the Bluebeam Gateway, that will be the same account you use for this as well. So firstly, we're going to go into Studio Projects. So there's two icons up the top here. One that looks like a blackboard with writing on it, and then one that looks like one with wheels. So Projects is the one on the left, Sessions is the one on the right. You see this little icon in the right hand side here, that means that we're connected. If that dot goes red, we've lost our connection. So to set up a project, in this line it says all projects on the plus, hit add, and then go to new project. I'm going to call this demonstration. Takes a couple of seconds to create itself. You should see it pop up here with an ID on the right hand side once it's done. Cool. So we see it pop up on the top there, got our ID. So got no documents in here at this stage. There's a few different ways that we can upload documents to this. So we can either do it via a new folder, we can do it just by uploading individual files, we can upload a whole folder. So I'm just going to upload some files for now. So we can go upload files and then add files. I'm just going to find some files that we're going to use. Cool. So this is a few different file types. I'm going to add in PDFs. This one, this one, this one. Put some images in there, and the Excel document. Put this form in there too. Hit open. Put some all in here so we can see which ones we've added. And okay. So now it's uploaded all of those files in there for us. It's uploading them. While we're doing that, what I'm going to do is invite someone to the project. So you click this little person with the plus, brings up the invitation window. Hit the add button and put in their email address. So I will make sure okay, and then okay again. Now that will send an email to Ty. He'll be able to join in through to the session through there. Wait for him to join in. Wow, these are just uploading. So you can see a few of these have already uploaded. And got a little icon up the top that tells us it's syncing. If we click onto document, right click it, you can see a few different options. So we can put it into a new folder, we can upload more files through here, we can check out the document, we can also download a copy. So downloading a copy is not checking out the document. If we check out, no one else will be able to access that document until we check it back in. But if you download a copy, the document will stay in the project, but you will just have a copy of it separate. We've got a few different things. We can also add it to a session to collaborate as well. But for now, what I'm going to do is check out the document. You should see cool. It comes up as pending. And then you should see this little icon up the top here. So that means the document's checked out. So now no one else will be able to access that. And then I can open it in split view, yes. So I can see my document here, I can work on that document, put some markups on, and then check it back in. So I'm going to close that for now. Put a comment, and then as I close it, I have the option of choosing whether it's a minor version or a major version. And then we can choose to check in. So I'm just going to call it minor version for now. And we'll hit check in. Now uploads it back to the project. Cool. So now it's back in. Just need 1 second. Project settings. So let's just go into here. And this is where we can manage permissions of our users. So currently our attendees have everything denied. So let's give them full control. Allow, let's just allow everything. And user access. It's got everything. Cool. So these are the different permissions that we can manage. So you can send invitations, manage user access, manage permissions, send PDFs to sessions, revoke a checkout, and then share file links. Cool. Hit apply, gives Ty access to all of those things, and then okay. So that's pretty much it for the studio projects. Other than that, cool. So the other thing I want to show you is the revision history. So we go into here and revision history. You can see Alex added all the documents here, checked out a document, and then I checked it back in, and it's gone to version 1.1. And I can open the revision. Yes. And it shows me that it's locked because I haven't checked it out. But I can see what the difference is. So I can see what someone's changed if someone else has checked back in. Cool. So that's studio projects. Now we're going to go on to studio sessions. So what I'm going to do is from here, add one of these documents to a studio session. So we're going to go to this one here, the combine file. I'm going to go add to new session. I'm going to call this session demonstration. And hit OK. It's just going to take a couple of seconds to create the session. It's going to take more than a couple of seconds. There you go. So the session has been created, but the document didn't get added to it. Cool, here we go. Now it's in there. So it's just downloading it from the project, and you'll see in the project it's got that session icon as well. And now if I click onto this document, it opens it up for us. So now we're in the studio session. Currently it's just me in the session. So what I'm going to do is invite Ty to this as well. Go add, hit the add again. And hit OK, and it sends them an email. So with the studio, we can restrict the attendees by email address as well. So that means that someone to join in will need for you to give them access before they do. They can still join in with the session ID, but it will pop up for you that someone has attempted to, and then you have to approve them. So if you don't want anyone to be able to get in, then you can restrict them. If you don't really care, then you can restrict it. So in a studio session, there's a few different things we can do. We can see, obviously, Ty's putting markups on to the document here. We can see in the record down here, it's showing us what he's doing as well. He's added a cloud, he's added ellipses. I could put in markups and then Ty would be able to see those as well. We could go from there. So, and then with the attendees, if you right click onto one of them, you can also follow an attendee. So now I'm following Ty. What it's going to do is show me where his cursor is. You can see that popping up on the screen there is the crosshair. And it's just showing me everything that he's doing. If he changes documents, changes pages inside this document, then it will take us through to there as well. And then we can also chat to him as well. So we can say, Ty, please review page 2. And Ty's going to take us to page 2. And because we're following him, it's showing us exactly what he's doing. He's going to put some markups on here for us as well. Cool. So from there, that's basically what we can do with the studio session. Once we're finished with the session, we can close out the session. We can also generate a report. So you can do it from inside here, but it will automatically do it for us as we end the session as well. So what we're going to do is go finish session, and it's going to ask us where we want to save it. It's over at the existing, and we're going to close the files, and we're going to ask it to generate a report. And we'll hit OK. Now, once it's done that, it's going to check it back into the project for us. And then we'll hit OK, and it should bring up the report for us as well. Cool. Check that back in. Here we go. So here's the report of the session. So you can see it's got all of the different markups that Ty's added, everything that I've done. as well, all of our chat record, so we know what's happened in the session, and we can share that with people so we know what's changed in the document. Close that off. Now, from here, we can check this back in. And check in. It's going to upload it back in for us. And then this one here, so you can see that Ty has checked out this document. This will say checked out by Ty. We have the option, because the administrator, we've also given access to everyone at the moment, to revoke the checkout. So we can get the document back in. So I'm going to do that. And it'll ask me if I'm sure any modifications made by the owner will be lost. So anything that Ty's done will be lost, but we need this document now. So we're going to hit OK. And now it's checked back in. Cool. So that's studio projects and studio sessions. It can be really helpful currently in the climate that we're in, coronavirus. Obviously, we're looking at working at home, extended periods. So projects can be a good way of keeping all of your documents in one place. Everyone can access them from home. But also when we're looking at reviewing our documents as a team, it's an easy way for us to get in there with the session so that we can all mark up drawings together and not have any downtime or loss of documents through emails and that kind of stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hope everyone stays safe. Thanks.